one live.
You're now watching two old farts making noises.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look, I look almost just like the intro. If I take my jacket out, I look just the same. But my little hat, can you believe we're what, almost in June? And it's chili con carne here.
Well, that's because you're in upstate nowhere. That's why.
Nowhere. Those are great coordinates, my friend.
This is the first bit of sunshine we've had this week as well. I mean, it looks like we might even get above 20 degrees. So,
well, 20. So that's 70. That's 70 Fahrenheit for the people outside of outside of Europe.
These are the real temperatures, Stephen. We're not talking about
that. Exactly. We were 30 degrees Celsius here in Austin yesterday, and for you people keeping track at home, that's 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
only in America that the temperature has to be bigger and better than everywhere else.
Right. Well, Texas, I'm surprised Texas just didn't add a 1 in front of it. So it was like 109 degrees Texas yesterday. So, because everything's bigger and better in Texas.
You just survive there. It's too hot. I couldn't do it.
No, the hottest place I've ever been is Sedona, Arizona. When I lived there, it get to 118, 119, 120.
Yeah, is that a song, great. Stephen? Can you sing that to us?
I can.
I'm from Sedona, Arizona.
There you go. That's it.
Arizona.
Where's your ukulele, Noosh? We could use that ukulele.
I left the ukulele on the grand piano so we had a little shindig yesterday for our mixer of our town of Salem that I am the president of the Chamber of Commerce of.
Yeah. And I did say that to someone in Salem and they said, is that where the witches come from? So you have to.
No, it's Salem, Massachusetts, and Salem, New York.
No, Greenwich. Okay. Actually, Greenwich has a sign, the town of Greenwich, with a witch on her broom. And it says, actually, I never stopped to see what it says, but they meet there. They do meet there. So we do have witches.
The Wiccans. I love them because October 31st is their new year and they all dance naked around the fire. it's so much fun. Unless you're, then you can burn the tip.
Naked around the fire, at least.
Yes, I love dancing naked around a fire.
Do you though?
No, I do. Yeah. Thank you very much.
That's why he lives. That's why he lives in Texas. There's a whole group of people in Texas that can really appreciate, men of a certain age running around naked.
Oh yeah,
those are called sugar babies. That's what those are called. So yes. We don't. Right. Yeah, we don't do those because the wife frowns upon it. So.
I actually saw today a photograph of. It's now been. I think it was 3 years ago. He was last seen, and that's the naked jogger. He's now reappeared after 3 years in the UK.
The naked jogger.
Jogger. So he just jogs. He just has a bum bag, but not on his bum, it would seem. And he just jogs.
Practical. I have to say. I mean, I've never had balls of my own, but doesn't.
Whoa.
Oh, spoiler alert. Stephen, have you ever had balls of your own?
I've had balls of my own, and then I got married. And then, you know what happens.
Then you put in a nice little drawer on a satin little pouch.
Well, no. I found the most practical way to deal with it. I have them on Velcro.
We have on Velcro, you just pull them and stick them. Yeah.
You just rip them off and say, here you go, chew on those, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Wow. Chew on those. Well, after my surgery that I had last month, the penis reduction, now my wife
again?
Loves me, so,
God,
yeah, well,
Steven.
Yeah. Well, now I'm almost the size of a normal male, Jewish male, 3 inches, fully erect. So I'm very excited because, we're all hung like pimples. So I'm very excited about that. So it's the way it works.
I never ran a study, but I will.
Can I tell you? I go to the shul and I say to the rabbi, I go look at the moil, and I go, the moil takes the 10%. I go, tell me. He goes, listen, if we take any more.
Oh my goodness!
So there you go.
Any Jewish holidays that are upon us? Is there anything?
Tonight there's the Shabbat that everybody.
Shabbat, I know Shabbat every Friday.
No, the next one, I don't think the one that all the Jews in America will celebrate is coming in September. That'll be that
okay.
One. That's it. I think the summer we're good.
And that is that also the Wickham? Is that sort of
That's Yom Kippur
Yom
And
Kippur?
Rosh Hashanah.
and Rosh
Yom
Hashanah. Yeah,
Kippur.
that's our New
Yeah.
Year. It's going to be 57 something or other. I think. I'm a
Mhm.
bad Jew. I
Well,
don't remember the year. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
love these
Stephen.
holidays. I love to cook and gather and pray together. It's so lovely. I love the tradition
Wait,
so much.
wait. Let's go. Wait, you want to pray? Okay, so when you pray, who are you praying to?
Yeah.
I don't
God.
know. I pray so that
Okay.
everything's
I mean-
lovely and
Okay.
the
I just wondered whether or not that. I mean, is
Who do you
Church
pray
of
to?
England a big? Is Church of England a big thing in
God.
Salem? Because that
Oh
seems
my
to be like
God.
that's
The
the
Church of
only place
England,
to go.
the make-believe church that Henry VIII started so he could
No.
divorce and have
Yeah,
affairs with people.
he told us, Stephen, this was the way to go, and
And you followed. Good of
oh,
you.
of course,
He's a
like
good Brit.
all good, seriously mentally and unstable people. Yeah, Church of England promised. They've told me. I was told at a very early age. Sit down, sit up, and shut up. And the Catholic Church.
That's the Church of
And
England. I don't know about that. That's
yeah,
That sounds like a Catholic church. I went to the Catholic
Oh,
church
no.
once. I didn't like it because it was too much exercise. You have to sit, kneel, stand. So I was like, listen, I'm not here for Pilates.
Yeah.
I'm here to actually
Yeah.
see what you people do. The Jewish church is the
thing about
best.
it is I go to a Catholic thing. It's like being at a boxing
Yeah.
match. I keep ringing the bell. If you're
Yeah.
in the round one,
And they speak
ding,
Latin
ding.
now. And they speak Latin.
Do they?
I know. Who knows?
And the guy goes and swings all that stuff around.
Yeah,
Oh,
very violent.
the incense, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, incest? They do incest there? Well,
No,
they do because they sleep with boys.
incest.
Oh, incest. Sorry.
Yeah, you're talking
Yeah.
about the Catholic Church here, Stephen. It's just a run.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Normal day at the office.
Sorry, didn't mean to imply anything. But
Yeah.
No, but
if
the
the
incense
pedophile
is very
fits,
nice.
it fits.
The incense is very nice. I remember every time I went, I think probably one of the most beautiful processions I've ever seen in any religion
Right.
is the Orthodox Easter. The
Yeah,
Russian
the Greek,
Orthodox Easter.
the
Russian
Greek one.
Greek Orthodox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I mean,
Also-
first of all, it lasts hours.
Yep.
And then they just fumigate us. So you're supposed to do an empty stomach. And then you have
Right.
this amazing, it smells a little bit like copal. I don't know if you know that incense from Mexico. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's
very
such,
sweet.
it's such a strong, amazing scent. But it's, like there are 3 or 5 priests that like constantly like swirl it around everywhere. So you just get in a trance of some sort of fumy dizziness. But it's
Yeah.
beautiful. The songs, the choir, those voices, like they have always like men singing there for it's absolutely. I have goosebumps just remembering it.
I had
I've been to a
goosebumps
few-
when she was lovely.
Perfumes and the church itself,
Yeah.
it's paved in gold and gems and beauties, and they walk around. It's a whole experience. You should go just for the show.
I
said
have been.
Yeah.
I have been to one, and I
You
found
did?
it fascinating. And then the guy with the long beard, and he's
Mhm.
dressed in the dress. It's very cute. And he's got the hat. It's very nice. And you just want to go up and rub his little beard. And he's got that big crucifix
Not
on
Buddha.
him.
Yeah, but they're up for that. I mean,
So-
they're married. They're married as well. The Greek
Yeah.
priests.
Thank
That's-
God.
that's-
At least they're not raping little boys like the Catholic Church. That's allegedly.
Oh, well.
You know.
Well,
So-
allegedly,
Somebody told me the other day that any man who wants to be a man of God should be
Yeah.
castrated. I thought it was a little intense.
Yeah, because
Well, I
rabbis are
don't
married.
think-
Rabbis are married. They have
To get
kids.
married.
It's Jewish. It's like, well, do you know? I forgot the Pope that did it, but it was in 600 or 700 CE that the Pope said priests must be celibate and not married. Up until then, all the priests, including the popes, were married.
Oh,
And that's
yeah.
just
And
a-
mad
that's the
mistresses
last,
and all
like-
sorts of stuff.
Yeah, that's the last 1400 years that they've been
Yeah.
like, listen, you can be a pedophile and that's it. So
Yeah.
that wasn't.
Well, maybe he
that
wasn't-
very much.
When did they
Maybe he
change?
wasn't-
They used to be married and then they stopped.
Yeah.
I want to say
Yeah,
it was in
because
what
he-
it was 6 or
Right.
700 CE. I don't know. You have to ask the Pope.
He
If he's
was,
dead.
he was probably a pope. He probably wasn't getting enough. He thought, well, I'm going to punish
Yeah.
everybody. If I can't get it, nobody else can.
Oh
That's
god.
how I would look at it. That's what I say. If I
Yeah.
can't get it, I'm going to punish everybody. Anyway, so,
Who else told me something? I mean, well,
The wrath
I
of
don't know,
God.
castration, I don't know if men would go for that, but somebody else we were
What,
discussing
castration? No, we're not queuing up for
no,
that.
we won't go for castration. No, that's not going to work for us.
I
No,
think it's-
not
yeah.
this week. Not this
Intense.
week, anyway.
Not
Yeah.
this week.
No.
It is only May.
Yeah. Well,
But who else?
Castration
No,
in
I mean-
June.
stream the other day. That,
I mean, this week it's May. Last week it was April. I don't trust any of them with a pair of scissors. You know what I mean?
but yeah, another intense thought that was shared with to me was
Well,
that
castration is reasonably intense, Noosh.
That's intense for us.
yeah, that's definitely on the red zone of ways to go to fix the
Yes.
problem, you know. But
Yes.
some food for thought: having a vasectomy for every man until we believe that
Why?
he's able to have children instead of just inseminate everything that moves, and then we have
Are you talking about Nick Cannon? Nick Cannon
No.
he has like 15 kids. But anyway, here's the problem with the vasectomy. One,
Tell me.
two, is it? I don't know if it's reversible. I mean, I know they say it.
Yes.
Is it? But here's the other thing.
Not every.
Yes.
There are two procedures.
One that is and one that
for
isn't. Right.
Yeah, one is they just block it. The other one is they keep.
And there's another thing, and I know it's a new concept for a lot of people. It's called a prophylactic.
What is that?
You can a condom, prophylactic. Yeah, work with us here. You can wear a prophylactic when you're with your partner, and then you just take when you're done. Yeah, it means it's prophylactic is a word, and that's what they are. Condoms are prophylactic.
I thought you had to fill it up with water and chuck it off a roof, but there you go.
That's you do that as well. I mean, when you don't know what to do with yourself. So
yeah.
So
it's like having a bath with your socks on, really. But there you go.
There has been an option, but apparently it's not very efficient in so many cases. So.
Yeah, but if you're going to wait for guys to mature,
India they tried it. You remember they tried it in India 20 odd years ago, and have a vasectomy, and you get a free transistor radio as well.
Right.
To make it to good, really just to encourage people to just go and do it.
Vasectomies is a little bit.
Yeah, and now of course, there's just not enough in certain parts of the world, just not enough babies.
Yeah, now they got to have babies in China. They need babies. They need babies because they had the one baby policy and everybody stopped. And in Africa, and in America, we have too many babies.
Africa is not a problem with birth. India as well, but Japan, parts of Asia. We touched on this before, didn't we? It's Korea, where all the.
Don't you think there's like some value to an extent? I mean, obviously, I have no idea how that could be enforced or even what would be the bounds and the boundaries and the structure of it. But to have some sort of system where you can only have children after, I don't know, a test or somebody meets you to make sure that you know what you're doing and
I've never passed any test in my life.
Instead of like somebody with like a crazy mental health disease who's a late teenager and who's ending up having a kid with somebody else who's unsettled and not well.
We got this guy in Holland and he's got like 500 kids or whatever because he's been sort of donating his sperm and they're now trying to stop him from going any further.
I mean,
but
a sperm
if
donor.
you have to give, I was going to be a sperm donor, but didn't pay well. If you're going to if you're going to have a baby, you have to take a test.
I mean, not the test. The test is not the right word, but have maybe some sort of
like a swimming test,
or maybe a structure to help you before you want to become a parent. You go there and maybe they teach you, or they just they teach you about
medicine. If that was a criteria,
use for myself.
Nobody would have
criteria.
Kids.
Only half of the planet wouldn't pass the test.
Yeah,
but maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, but being a mom and being a dad, I think that's the part of the joy of it is the surprise. You don't know everything. You can read books, see whatever. I'm sure they have classes, but I mean,
well, I said that to the midwife. When my son was born, I said, where's the manual? That didn't come out. Well, you just, and I remember that that my ex went off with the nurse, to clean herself up, etc. And they gave my son to me. He said, "Oh, there you go." And I found myself, and I've got to embarrass him now because he's probably heard this a trillion times, and now it's on the internet. I found myself just introducing myself to him, and I said, "Hi, I'm your dad," because I just didn't know what to do with the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
And then 2 minutes later, somebody came back and ripped it out of my arms. Said, "Oh, it's got to go off there. It's got to be fed."
Right.
Okay.
No, but I mean, what?
Where's
what
the
I
manual?
think, what I think it's like I don't think that it's not for. it would be for troubled people, really, to maybe help the troubled people. You know, if you're not well yourself, like the child is gonna end up all fucked up. Pardon my French. You know, like if you
But
went
who's
through
to say who's
trauma.
troubled though, Noosh? But who's to say
Yeah,
who's troubled though?
Well,
mean-
you're talking about people on the spectrum again now. You know,
No,
people on the
not
spectrum
people on the
can't have
spectrum.
children.
People, I don't know, people that were abused themselves, people that went through traumas, and people, you know, with very high levels of anxiety, or just the, you know,
Yeah,
they
but
don't.
when you have,
People
you
who
know,
don't know how to
planet-
manage themselves, how can they
Right.
manage a child?
when the testosterone kicks in, you know, people make love to a vacuum cleaner. You know, they got to do something. So you know,
What vacuum cleaner? What are you saying?
David makes
Yeah.
love to a vacuum cleaner is what he's trying
No,
to
that
say.
was
It's- we don't.
there's a-
That's a whole nother video
there's-
and another show.
no, it's a very famous court case in the US.
Yeah.
Where a gentleman decided he was going to he had a great deal of pleasure of you know, getting on top of a vacuum cleaner,
Oh
and
my
of
god!
course the
How do we
bit at
get
the
here?
top is where the hole is. Underneath that is a fan, and of course it removed a certain section of his body, and he sued the company, and he won because nowhere did it say in
Don't have
the
sex.
documentation
Oh my god!
don't have sex with a vacuum cleaner. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
believe
It's
it.
changed since then.
That's just like that myth about the reason why there is on things. What is
It's on the internet. It's on the internet, Noosh. It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
No, see, the internet, half of it is not true by now. I don't know.
That must
about
be
that.
Steven's
I don't know.
heart.
I don't know about this, but how do we get here from trying to help and settle people
Well,
to have
you
kids?
were discussing euthanasia for people who weren't capable.
What? Oh my god! All right, I'm going.
So basically, let's see. Let me see if we have this correct. First,
Yes.
we have gay priests, or not, that have molested little boys. Then we went to the Church of
Allegedly.
England.
Allegedly.
Right,
no,
and David's going to
not
go to
allegedly.
heaven because he's the member of a fake church. Then we
No,
went to the
they
naked
promised me,
jogger,
Stephen.
the
Why don't you
sugar. Wait,
understand it?
I whatever, sure, whatever he says, because I've seen all his work. Then we talked about sugar babies. Then we've talked about the Wiccans. Talked about Jewish holidays, and then we got off on tests for people. There's a test to help
okay,
people have
that's-
babies.
I take
Wait,
that back. Not a test, a way to accompany people that are not
No, no,
well
no.
and get them prepared to be able to have kids. Because
Right.
you know, one of the reason I haven't had kids yet is because
because Michael's
I
having
was
sex with a vacuum cleaner. No, sorry, go ahead.
no, but because I knew it was not the right time. We didn't have the right structure, and I didn't want to
Okay.
as much. I want to be a mother since I'm 13. If I was selfish or mindless, I would have had them by now, and
Yeah.
I don't think that they would have been having the life that they deserve. And now that I'm
Okay.
almost ready and have everything settled, especially my
Mm.
mind, I had to go through my own things to make sure that I will
Okay.
be a good mother and not
I
taking
agree.
it out of them on them. You know, because I was not
But
quite
here's the
sure
cool thing,
myself.
Noosh.
But not
Every
everybody.
Friday, every Friday you are a mom to us. So,
Ah,
so there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
And the
the other
good thing
way,
is that we're past the changing of the diapers, and we paid for all our own education, and we're out of the house. So there you go.
the ultimate children. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I mean,
we are.
if you'd have waited another year at 14 in France, you could have had children. You know, so that wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah.
14?
With the parental.
So
with
when are you
parental-
when are you planning on having
parental
children? then?
agreement?
Probably next year. Probably
Okay,
next
so-
year. Everything is
Yeah.
good. We're fixing the house. My brain is fixed. Michael's brain is fixed. We
Well,
all
we would
good.
dispute anybody that's been on the Lost Dollar Business Club.
Dollar
would
Business
dispute
Club.
that, but they,
Yeah, we'll dispute that part, but go ahead. So,
Yeah, we all good. Business is
Okay.
good, and you know, we're on the, what is it, hockey stick, as you call
yeah,
curve.
you're on the way up. Sure.
All the things are paved.
hockey stick.
Everything
Now,
is
let me
good.
ask you this: Are
Yeah.
you going to are you getting married, or are you guys just going to live together and have a baby?
I don't know. I mean, I'd love to get married. at
Why
some
isn't
point.
Michael marrying you then? How long you been together?
He needs to learn to dance and speak French first.
All right, so you're going to have a baby.
Marrying a
Who's going to be?
man
Let me
who
rephrase the
does
question.
not know how to dance, which he did
Okay.
very beautifully yesterday. He danced
Okay.
so nicely yesterday. So
But I have
All
a question for you.
Still
Who's
leading.
going to be Who's going to be the father of the baby? Are you
Well-
going to find a guy that can dance and speak French, and then
No,
Michael will just be like the
Michael,
standing
yeah,
guy?
I'm being patient.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
being patient. My
Well,
wife's friend.
I think Have you not found the key to everything, Noosh? So everybody then should speak French and be able to
Right.
dance, and if they have both those criteria, they qualify to have
Be a
children.
father. There you go. You can be a daddy.
Well,
Congratulations.
half of the population don't qualify for being a father, Stephen.
That's
Did
true.
you
Never
miss that
mind.
one?
I did. I thought everybody on the planet was male. I'm sorry. Didn't get the memo. So
Oh,
I
right. Oh, you
thought we
don't.
were like seahorse.
Yeah,
Budweiser
Budweiser
would
will
agree.
send you out a memo and tell you which.
I was going to say
which
Budweiser will send me a case of piss, and I'll be very excited not to drink it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Budweiser like making like making love in a canoe. Huh?
Like
There you
making
go.
love in a canoe.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fucking close to water. But there you go.
Oh my goodness, you boys are on fire today.
You know
Yeah.
why? Because we did the
I've
Lost Dollar
got-
Business Club, and that's why. Because we're all wound up from that. Because that was for the people that don't know, Michael is on the Lost Dollar Business Club is Noosh's partner.
Yeah.
So
And we have to
record the show.
apologize for the adult humor and
Yes.
and language.
No, we don't. We're not
Stephen,
apologizing for the adult humor.
Didn't
Put
you
your big boy
keep
pants
it
on.
clean or something?
Stephen.
All our shows say that.
They do.
Yes, but anyway, so Michael got us all wrapped and round up because we were talking about AI and then First Amendment rights and whatever. And so we were just like, oh my God. And by the way, Lost Dollar Business Club,
Yeah.
6 a.m. every Saturday morning on our show.
Oh, by the
on our
way,
channel.
Michael feels his First Amendment rights is to father your children. That's what he.
That's
told
what he
us.
said to us. Yes,
Oh,
he
he
said to
did,
us.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
There'll be an interesting Shabbat dinner.
They're gonna call us to go, or they're gonna watch the show. And Michael's to go, I don't see this. I didn't see this. I didn't see this. So anyway, it'll be great. I can't wait. But anyway,
Yeah.
so you're gonna have Shabbat dinner tonight, and you're gonna talk about the witches dancing
Chickens.
naked, apparently for
And
the
chickens.
Wiccans holiday, and
And
chickens,
First Amendment.
and the First Amendment apparently, and then they're gonna talk about the test that Michael has to take before he's allowed to procreate,
Yeah.
which is he has to speak
Yeah.
French and dance.
And
He's
He's
50%
not
of the way
getting
there.
defense. He's getting an education.
An
But does
education
he
you have to have.
Noosh, does he have to be able to talk French while he's dancing? Or
Ooh.
are they
I
two
know
separate?
I thought about it, but I can't ask too much.
Well, can he just go
At least
parlez-vous
not
français
yet.
and he's done?
At least not yet. And you know the funny thing is that when we met and I thought he was this
You can
cute,
just say,
sweet young thing,
Yeah.
and
My little croissant, my little croissant,
yes.
little
But I
croissant.
told him, oh, you're gonna be great by the time you're 40. But I never
Right.
thought you'd get to, when I saw him, I didn't have it just happened eventually at some point. But I was like, oh, what a great.
And how old is he now? 39 and 39 and
be-
7 months.
And he's gonna be perfect for 40. But little did I know that I'll be doing all the legwork to get him great for 40.
40. So
And 40 will be in a year and wait, so he's born the 27th of this month. And the
oh, really? His birthday's coming up. David,
in
remember that. Next week we're gonna have to
9 days.
embarrass him.
So I'll probably marry him in a year and 9 days. Just by
So
my
wait, he's gonna be 39. So he'll be 39 this year. He'll be 39 this year.
Yes, it's his last
Right.
year as a 30-year-old. Thank God.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you a tiger or are you younger?
I'm a tiger, yes, actually.
So you're older than Michael.
No, I'm 1 year. No, I'm going to be 37 this year. I'm 3 years younger.
Oh wow, because you look much younger.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. See, I know how to do that.
Well, yeah, it's the beard, Stephen. It's the beard. You know.
It's the beard. Okay, good.
The
Yeah,
beard?
Yeah.
You
Beer.
mean-
Yeah, Michael.
Beer.
The beard. The beard.
The beard. Beard
Yeah.
with Michael.
Yeah.
Michael,
Oh,
the beard.
beard, Michael, yes.
Michael has a
bit of a
beard.
giveaway. Bit of a
I keep
giveaway.
looking in his hair, looking for white hairs, and I talk to his head. I'm like, come on, guys, it's time. Come on. I want
Oh, my
salt and
God.
pepper.
But Noosh, do the hairs?
No,
Do they speak back in French or not?
the hair responds to French.
That is awesome.
Okay.
I'm excited. So David, we're gonna be like godfathers. The baby will come on the show and it'll go
Oh,
goo
you
goo
definitely
gaga.
come to the wedding, both of you. You better come.
You have to invite us.
Well, of course I
Yeah.
will.
Well,
And
I
it's-
don't
are you-
think
wait a minute. First of all,
these
is it gonna
shows
be
then-
is it gonna be in Salem, New York?
So we're gonna do a few different ones. So we're gonna do
Okay.
one here, then we'll
two
do one
different
in France, where it was
weddings.
Yeah, we're gonna do one in New York, one in
born.
France.
No, many. So one here, one in France, where I grew up. Then eventually,
Yeah.
I wanted to get married in Iceland, dressed up as penguins under the aurora. I want to do an Indian wedding.
There aren't any
Oh,
I have a whole
there aren't
list
any
of weddings I
penguins in Iceland. No penguins in Iceland.
Yeah.
I want to dress up as a penguin,
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
going to
but
dress up
I'm-
as a penguin and get
oh,
married
she's
as a
gonna-
penguin.
and everybody will have to dress up as a penguin. So yeah, I
I'm
just
gonna
want
go
to
to
do
one in-
multiple because I love
Again?
weddings.
I mean,
I want to
we
have
did that
multiple
last
weddings.
time.
Yeah, really. I'm going to come to the one in New York, and I'll go to the one in France. I'll go to those two. The
How
Iceland
about the
dressing as a
Indian
penguin,
wedding?
huh?
How about the Indian wedding?
Where's
one
it going to
that
be?
lasts a week and well, I don't know when it's gonna be, but
No, where?
we're in India, probably in Punjabi.
Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah. In the
You know, it's a
Punjab,
nice place to have it is Epcot because then you can go
Where?
travel the world. Epcot. I'm being funny. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
I miss that. I'm too blonde for it. Sorry.
Me too. Me too. I will come to the Indian wedding as well because I like a Slurpee. So there you go. So
What's
I'm
a
very
Slurpee?
happy. A Slurpee you
Yeah,
get at
lo-
7-Eleven. Never mind. So,
Yeah.
but I'm bump.
All right.
You never see that? You never watch The Simpsons?
No, I don't like The Simpsons.
Why? That's educational TV.
Visually, listen. Visuals are all everything for me. I can't watch the image.
Right.
I can't do it. It's like
I love The Simpsons.
Mortimer something and Mortimer or Bob the Square Sponge with his friends who's always have like he's sick all the time. Ugh, yuck, yuck. Can't believe they show that to kids.
She literally just sounded like a 750-year-old Jewish grandmother. Oh, you can watch
Yeah.
this. It's terrible. No, David. Yes, you. It's terrible. Who can watch this? It's disgusting. It's schlock. Oy vey. Oy, it hurts.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, exactly. Oi.
How are you going to raise the children? Are you going to raise them a fake religion or Jewish?
Well, Jewish and the Noosh religion,
What's
which
the
is
Noosh
based
religion?
on love.
Well,
compassion.
I thought you guys were like the Catholics, that by default, if the mother's Jewish, the kids will be Jewish by default.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
Catholics.
they are by
Catholic
default.
mother,
Yeah,
default Catholic kids.
but I still want to teach them, the school of Noosh, which is the 3 pillars are love, compassion, and understanding. You know,
Sure.
that-
I like that.
I thought it
that
was,
should
is
be
that not
based
four?
into anybody.
Love, compassion, and understanding. That's 3.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's a Church of England guy trying to count. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, you do have the Holy Trinity, don't you?
no, that's the Church of England. That's the Catholics. The Church of England has Henry
Catholics.
VIII.
Yeah. Well, we have the Trinity as well.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
mean?
in
What do you got?
Cambridge. It's in
Prince
Cambridge.
Charles,
No, it's in
Queen
it's in
Mother,
Cambridge.
and
It's
Queen
in
Elizabeth.
Cambridge. It's a college.
Yeah, the Trinity. That's true. The Trinity College. You do have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
So-
On. Stay with the lesson, Stephen. Come on.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what can I help? It's too much scotch in the morning.
Yeah.
I need more.
Yeah.
To get through this. So,
It's too much
I
Scotch
remember
mist, I think, in the morning.
I know. Well, so here's the other question now. Now,
Yes.
did you find? We know you have the Bernard book, which
I
is our
don't
favorite.
know. I don't know
You-
where
the
the colors
book of colors. The book of
No, I
colors
don't
is
think-
missing.
No, and the thing is, like, it's not that I don't know, but I haven't even asked Al because I've been so busy prepping
Yes.
for one very big event that I will be doing.
I know.
Well,
We're very
maybe you
excited.
should. Maybe you should do a bit of your speech then, Noosh. But then, just to make it really exciting, because if it's political, everybody in America will fall asleep. But to make it
Oh my
really
God,
exciting,
actually-
you could do it in French.
Oh, there you go.
No, but wait, you know what? I can actually read you
Wow.
In French.
a piece of it.
Has to be in
No,
French, Noosh.
I can read you a piece of it because it's actually pretty funny. Let me see
Okay.
it. Invoice.
She's going to
Alright.
read us a funny
Uh,
speech, everybody.
Are
Right.
you children? Are you sitting comfortably? Noosh
Yes.
is about to begin.
Are you in your mommy's and daddy's laps, suckling their, nestling
No,
their
no,
teeth?
no, no. I'm not
Right.
because the
Right.
priest
The
the priest
ending of-
came round for dinner.
This is the
Okay,
ending
babe.
of the speech.
All right, hold on.
Oh, that's
what a-
good.
Oh, what a great day to celebrate spring and commerce together. So I'd like to raise my glass to all of you because today marks the day of our sprouting grounds, if I may. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and all the lovely people, as long as I will reign democratically. Well, just kidding. I am from France, after all. I had to squeeze that one in.
I like to squeeze something in. Go ahead. So,
Well, anyway, so that was the one like where I squeezed in because the boys told me don't joke about that. There'll be people that you don't know. Don't say anything about reigning. You're not a
right.
king. I'm like, that has nothing to do with king. It's something fun to say.
Yeah. So basically, so you're the queen / king
The
now
queen?
of the Chamber
am.
of Commerce in Salem, New York.
I
So it's
am,
a monarchy. It's a monarchy. Congratulations.
So
it's a new
so
it's a
for
new shark here.
Her
And these sharks.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Salem.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
The Noosh.
Here, the Noosh. The Noosh
The
has
Noosh.
arrived. Oh, this was another fun thing that I said. Let's see. People.
Uh-oh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Why the FBI isn't knocking on her door yet, I don't know.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
All right. And I am so thrilled, excited, and grateful that you did choose me. Funny, though, that you do have a French-Russian immigrant now as a leader, but maybe a very fitting one. This whole country has built itself on a tapestry of a multitude of nationalities. And now, after all this time, you have your very own first Russian in Salem. Anyway, no laughs.
and they still let you live in town, huh? All right.
Did you?
So, congratulations.
You know, it went very well. It went very well.
I think I'm going to move to Salem or around there just so I can go to Noosh's speeches. I'd record them.
But the thing is, does anybody in Salem know where Russia is or know where France is?
Oh, absolutely. We actually have the lady who opened her house, Caitlin and Tom. So she just left Albany, where she was one of the researchers for the government to write laws. So that's what she does. She writes speeches all the time.
Right.
And so she definitely knows where France and Russia. And Russia. Oh wait, I want to read you one more thing because I think you will appreciate that. Let me see. Here. Now I have a little confession to make. A pickle, if I may. I don't like politics. I don't even read the news. I even only rarely allow it to be discussed at the dinner table. But the other night, our new family member Byron chuckled at me that I want to talk. Confused, I asked him, why? Weren't you just voted in, Miss President? I don't like politics, he said. And he was right. That's when I realized that the politics I was talking about were the self-serving fiascos I hear whiffs of on TV. But that is not the true essence of politics. The heart of it lies in being a public servant. And that is exactly what I aim to bring and maintain in all our endeavors. See what I did there?
Wow.
Wow.
Look at you.
Bringing
very
back
profound.
public service, because that's what politicians are supposed to be, not self-serving mini monarchs. What is this?
But just one thing then. I mean, the presidents in America today have all been men, so it's Mr. President. Are you a Ms.? Are you a Ms. President? Is that correct?
I'm a Miss President.
Ah, she's
I'm
a
a
Miss President.
no. I'm a Mademoiselle President. Because I know they erased Mademoiselle from France. I am ignoring it forever.
Why'd they get rid of Mademoiselle?
I don't know, because everybody's losing it.
Maybe.
Now a 5-year-old is Madame. Like to be because
a 5-year-old's a madam? That's a little young to be a madam.
No, but exactly. But again, to be politically
the money's
correct,
good.
some people didn't like to be called Madame or Mademoiselle because they assume and they got offended. Well, I'm not married yet. Some bull crap again. They erased Mademoiselle.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I think you might have an issue though, Noosh, if you're gonna stand for president of the US as being Mademoiselle.
She can't. She has to be born in the US, so she can't.
Oh, I do. Laws are changed. Don't worry.
She can be. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger would have been president. She can actually. She can actually be the governor of New York, though.
No, but wait. Listen. So, out of all the American people, only 50% are registered to vote. Out of those 50%, only 30% vote. So there's 70% of people that want to do nothing with your politics. So I can actually be the president of 70% of your country if I play my cards right. And then you 30%.
Well, by default, so am I then. If they're not voting, then it means they can't vote for me. So that's fine. So I'm.
Avid drift load. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Any last words on politics from either?
We got you said politicians are public servants. Here we go.
I thought you'd lost him. I thought you'd lost Bernard.
No, she lost the color book.
Bernard. Why am I saying that in English? Bernard.
She lost the book of colors.
Noosh, did you lose that?
I didn't lose it somewhere.
Are you colorblind? Is that why you lost it?
Oh, that's so good.
Where's the cow?
Friday afternoon.
There you go.
Okay, I'll start with one because I just opened it on la relativité with this cute little drawing right
Oh,
here.
very nice.
Yeah.
Tout est relatif. Donc même la relativité est relative. Donc il existe quelque chose qui n'est pas relatif. Ooh, Steven, you're gonna like that one.
Okay.
Si ce quelque chose n'est pas relatif, par définition, il est absolu. Donc, il existe un absolu. Oh, God, I love him. I love how he milks your brain. All right, everything is relative.
Yes.
Therefore, even relativity is relative.
Ah.
And so, there's something exists that is not relative. If this something is not relative, by definition, it is absolute. Therefore, there exists an absolute.
That is true. That is the gateway hypothesis from the CIA called the absolute. I love it.
I've got a lot of relatives. Does that make me absolute as well?
Well, that's because your
But
relatives like you.
that's the beginning of his book, The New Encyclopedia of the Relative and Absolute Knowledge. God bless him.
Wow. And
Yeah.
half of it's wrong. So that's why we actually love this guy. Hey, so here's the question. Is he coming on our show? Because we should have him on our show.
I told you, Steve. I've
We
tried to
should
get
have
hold of
him
him.
on our show.
Seriously, I've sent the publisher an email saying like he
You
needs to be
did?
on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave him our registered address so he could send all the legal papers. You know, when he's going to sue us.
For the lawsuit.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and nothing.
you know what? I should write him.
Radio
I'm going to write him
silence.
an email in French and tell him how much I love him and that we want him on the show.
I bet you know what? Not only if he can dance, there's the father of her children. He speaks French and he can dance.
French, yeah.
There you go.
I don't know if he can dance yet.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be like dad dancing or drunk.
Oh yeah, that's the worst kind of dance. You can't twerk. Yeah,
Dad
then you
dancing?
can't dance.
Oh God. I tried to twerk once, I almost broke my back. I don't think
Can what about Michael? Is he a twerker?
No. Thank God.
David, you know Michael. That's not happening.
Oh,
Ooh,
I thought I'd be safe and ask Noosh first before I ask Michael. But there you go.
There you go.
You
All right,
should
Noosh.
ask him. I mean, listen, maybe he does when I'm not around. God, I
Ooh,
hope
you
So
never know.
excuse me, Michael. Are you a bit of a
in the
twerker?
garden by himself.
Like Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack.
Oh
So,
man. All right, here's the good one. Respirer.
Okay.
Pour bien respirer, il faut avoir une respiration le plus bas possible. Oh, he made a mistake. So cute.
aw.
Tout simplement parce que en haut, les poumons sont prisonniers des côtes et ne peuvent pas s'ouvrir complètement. En revanche, le ventre est mou et extensible, donc gonflable à l'infini. Bon, à l'infini, je ne sais pas, hein. Mais avec le ventre, on peut engranger 6 litres d'air facilement. Waouh!
Mm.
La respiration du ventre masse l'intestin, ça c'est vrai, le pancréas et le foie. La digestion s'en trouve facilitée. Avec une bonne respiration abdominale, on peut en finir avec la digestion stomacale en 12 minutes.
Aw.
Okay, wait a second. It's about breathing. So to breathe well, you need to have... Yes, you like it already?
So far, so good.
So to breathe well, you need to have a breathing as low as possible. Only because up above les poumons, the lungs are prisoners of our ribs and can't really open themselves up. But the stomach is soft and extensible and therefore gonflable, fillable till infinity. Fillable till infinity. With the stomach, we can breathe in 6 liters of air easily. The respiration of the belly massages the intestine, the pancreas, and the liver, and therefore you will have a very good and easier digestion. With a good abdominal breathing, you can do your digestion that happens in the stomach in 12 minutes. I want all of you boys to try it today at once.
I thought I laughed because I thought you said breeding, not breathing.
Oh.
Basically what it says is if you have a large stomach, you can eat lots of ribs. That's what he was trying to say.
Oh, that's I
you know,
love
for all
it.
those spare
I
rib,
like that.
for all those spare rib places. You know, it's good that go with people with large stomachs can come in and eat them ribs.
Oh,
Stomach.
The Asians,
speaking of
the
ribs,
Asians
I
are going to
think
love this.
you get a- do you guys know barbecue
No.
barbecue diners? Well, David, you
Yeah.
don't, but Steven, you do.
Sure.
We have
Yeah.
one here in Troy. It's about an hour away from my house, but I feel that I should go pay them a visit. It's
Have you
gonna
been
be-
there before?
Yes.
Is it good?
Oh my God.
All right.
I get a
I know
full
What
rack
is it?
for myself.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Sorry, could you just
She gets a
repeat that
full
last
rack.
statement?
She gets a full rack for herself, which is basically
Oh,
you
I
get a
was
full
gonna
rack
say,
of ribs, and there's a half rack, and then they have quarter racks,
okay,
and you get
yeah.
baked potato.
That means
get the
it
whole
means something.
spiel.
Having a full rack means something completely
Something
different.
much different in
Right,
America than it does in in Europe.
Yeah, yeah.
What does it mean having a full rack? Somewhere else?
With this,
Chow
we're not going.
Oh,
This
they
is
could
not
be-
the sort of program. This is not the sort of program that we discuss these sort of matters.
Oh, okay. Right.
Really?
If
What program is this?
if you want to know more, go to OnlyFans. That's all I can say.
Oh no.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
actually-
Other
they-
porno sites are available.
No.
And David is actually on OnlyFans now. He's naked on a bearskin rug with a fireplace behind him and a hat, or if you will, a fedora
No.
covering his private parts. Oh
Yeah,
no, that
and
was
the
me.
fan.
Never mind.
I am on OnlyFans, and we
Yeah.
we sold at least 3 of them last week. The fans.
And can I tell you? Thank God, Annette felt sorry for you. So,
Yeah. Well, you have to because we'll probably use them when it gets a bit warmer. The fans.
that's what I
Yeah.
figured. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
gonna be warm. You got to go like this. Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah. No, it's only fans. That'd be a great name for a company selling fans.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
too late now. They ruined it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Noosh, we love you. What do you got going on other than this next Friday? What are we going to talk about? Just anything that pops
Well,
into your head.
I hope
Yes.
that that I will find my color book. What date is next Friday? Because I might be. Would I be traveling? No, not
I don't
yet.
know.
Next Friday.
It's going to be the 26th.
Ooh, next Friday I will sing you my French song because I do have open mic next week. So I
Very
shall
good.
be filled and ready with notes.
Whoa, you're going to be
And-
filled with
Oh,
notes. Wow.
With notes.
Yeah.
Wow. I know.
Yeah.
I know Sarah Notes. She lives next door. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
Do you now?
Well, it's good. I mean, it's good job. Good job. I'm dyslexic because I heard something completely different. But there you go.
There you go.
Oh my
So next week you're going to sing for us. We like that. And who knows where our subjects are going to go?
Hopefully we will have
The subjects will leave the room.
Yep.
and hopefully I will be wearing a dress by then so that it's
Ooh.
spring at last.
You know what? I'll wear a dress for you next Friday.
Oh, isn't that
There
sweet?
you go.
No,
There
but
you
to
go.
be honest, it's nice. I mean, yesterday it was -2 at night. I had to cover all my wild strawberries, all my little flowers. I tucked them in. I told them not to worry, just to stay warm and cozy, just for one night.
Right. Now, when you say -2, are you talking Fahrenheit or Celsius?
No Celsius, of course.
Oh, Celsius. Okay, so that would be
I'll
like
tell you what,
26
if it-
Fahrenheit.
If it's -2, I
26.
have to cover my little strawberries as well.
Oh, that's why David's naked on a bearskin rug, folks.
But yeah, anyway, but it's good to
Fun.
have. I think this is the longest spring I've had since I've moved to New York. So it is really nice to have what a long spring.
A long
Yeah.
spring, sure.
The long spring.
No,
The
long
longest spring.
I've had a long spring once.
Yeah.
I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
It either
with
means
that-
that you sleep in a very high bed, or you
I
live
do.
next to a river. There you go.
It could go
That's
either
a long
way.
spring.
Or
That's a
both,
long spring.
or both
Yes, very true.
on stereo.
Very cool. Well, dictator / monarch of Salem, New York. We thank you for your time today. We know you're a busy woman. People to execute and laws to
Mademoiselle.
pass.
Imagine
President.
Mademoiselle Presidento.
Mademoiselle President, and she is, as a politician, she is the public servant. Everybody.
Yes,
So
that's
yeah,
what
the
all
new-
of you politicians should be. So
We
learn
agree.
To get
from the immigrant.
your orders in early.
Yeah, get your orders in there. Like, suck up now, so she doesn't take off your head. So there you go. Ooh, there you go. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all next Friday. Don't forget to
Yes.
subscribe and like. And if you want to
Yeah.
talk about certain topics, let us know.
Yeah, bye, Noosh. You're a superstar as ever.
so
Really?
nice. Lovely bits as always, my darling.
Ooh, look at that. There's some names and everything.